Okay. The reason cannot do the changes is because they are having an orientation next week for the April intake. Yeah. Okay. So next week, everything online. So save all the trouble, I'll be at home. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing is because it is going to be too long for the preparation of SAT2. Because we have 6 SAT, we are not only have SAT2. So from tomorrow until Friday, I will teach chapter 4. Will that be fine? Okay, okay, I will teach chapter 4, integration. Then you have the weekend to do. Then you have Monday and Tuesday to ask me any further question about your SAT2. So will that be fine? If not, we really run out of time for other SAT. Okay? So that's all. Yeah? Okay. So any question? Okay. Someone WhatsApp me. Okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. There is a request first. The one from the WhatsApp, I will do it later. Okay. Practice 1. Is it? I think okay. Practice 1. Question 3. Okay. Practice 1. Question 3. Okay. What is your problem? Which part? B and C. Okay. Yeah. So this is the graph of fx. So let's talk about, let's don't look at the question first. Let's ask ourselves. If you are given this, yeah, there is a point. Okay, you are given this, the curve. Okay, wait. I draw the curve first, then I turn to. Hold on, Okay, now I go to Zoom. Okay, let's not talk about answering the question. Okay. Let's not talk about the question. Let's talk about what can I get from this graph? What are the information that I can extract from this graph? About 3 things. Okay. So let's talk about fx first. Okay, what can you say about fx based on this graph? Can you tell me? The question got give you, correct? P is the inflection local minimum. Q is the horizontal inflection point, and R is the local maximum, correct? And the question also tell you that S is the non-horizontal inflection point, and Q is the horizontal inflection point. T is the non-horizontal inflection point, correct? So if I ask you this question, what is the value of FP based on this graph? What can you tell me? What is the value of FP? I can only tell you is less than 0. Abigail? Okay. Huh? I can only tell you F, the y coordinate of the function when x equal to p is less than 0. Am I right? Okay. What can you tell me about F? You nearly didn't take my words. Nas, where is Nas? Are you in the class? Okay, Nas, may I know why you are online? Can you please answer me? You don't even want to on your mic. Okay, never mind. Okay, so what can I say about FQ? You better answer me. You don't answer me, you cannot understand curve property. What can you say about FQ? Greater than 0. That's all I can know. Am I right? Okay, now from this graph, what can I talk about F prime S? What can I say about F prime X S? I can only say greater than 0 or less than 0 or equal to 0 in all situations. Am I right? I can't say any value. Okay, F prime X, what can I say? Greater than 0. So any point along here, that is the situation. Am I right? Okay. And any point along here, okay, I just simply mark a point here. I call it K. Will be less than 0. That's all I know. But there's three very important points. I know what is the value of F prime X. So what are they? What are they? Can you tell me? F prime what? Equal to F prime what? Equal to F prime what? Equal to 0. You're right. Why? Why? You see, you all say the gradient are 0. You say like that, that's why you always get confused. You have to say like that because P, Q, and R are stationary point of y equal to fx. You see how important is it? Why is it 0? Because it is the stationary point of y equal to fx. So that's all you can interpret. That's why from here, if you analyze this already, then now you can draw the sign diagram of f prime x. Now you can draw the sign diagram of f prime x. You see, I have to mark P here. I have to mark Q here. I have to mark R here. Do you see I use small letter instead of capital letter? That represent the x coordinate. Because of this. Then I will know the sign. Along the red tick is positive. So the red tick is start from P to R. So positive, positive. And here, negative, negative. Am I right? So that's how I analyze. So there's a lot of analysis need to be done. Please don't just memorize, because the gradient is 0. So the f prime x is equal to 0. What are you talking about? Which graph are you talking about? Right? Yes, young man there. Are you using your handphone? Okay. I just want to confirm, okay? Okay, so you see, when a graph is given to me, I would ask myself, okay, what can I get out from the graph? I can teach you, I can just easy way out. That means I just give you the answer for this. But when come to the next question, I have to teach you again. Because you are not able to do it by yourself. Because you didn't analyze. Okay, so now, what can I analyze about f double prime x from the fx graph? Okay, if I ask you what is f double prime p? What is f double prime p? What is the value? I tell you what, when there's no number there, you can only give 3 possible answers. Equal to 0, greater than 0, or less than 0. Okay. Why is it more than 0? Wrong. If you give me that kind of answer, you won't get the right answer if I put another point here. So you see, when you keep using the minimum point, maximum point, usually minimum point, maximum point, we always relate to f prime x. Am I right? When talk about f double prime x, we relate to what? The shape of fx. You see, when you relate, I'm not saying it's wrong. That one is correct. So if I ask you about here, I put this m. You tell me what is f prime double prime m? I know, okay. Since you say it's minimum. Okay, so how about f double prime m? Greater than 0 or less than 0? Dixon? Answer the question first before you take the photo. Oh, you can't see. Okay, take photo. Is it very difficult to see? So, Dixon, tell me, f double prime m, is it greater than 0 or less than 0 or equal to 0? Huh? Greater than 0. Okay, Dixon, give me a reason. Why is it greater than 0? Yes. Because M is located at the concave up of graph of y equal to fx. So you want to know f double prime of any point on the fx graph, you have to look at the shape of the fx. Am I right? So that is how you relate. You get me? Okay, now, can you tell me what is f double prime s? Can you tell me what is f double prime s? Yes? Why? Hurry up. Greater than 0. Why greater than 0, you tell me? S is the inflection point. The question says so, correct? Yes, over there. Answer, please. Johnson? F double prime S, is it equal to 0, greater than 0, or less than 0? You only have 3 choices. Equal to 0. Why equal to 0? Why equal to 0? Yeah, we read a black t-shirt. With the word Lee, is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, tell me. Yes, because S is the, if you want to make it clearer, non-stationary inflection point of y equal to fx. You see or not? If you are able to give me a reason, that means if next time I ask you to find the inflection point of a function, you will know what to do. So I have made a thorough discussion on what? I made a thorough discussion on the curve property. So curve property is what? What are you talking about? You're talking about stationary point, you're talking about inflection point. But you have to know, I'm talking about stationary point of which function? I'm talking about inflection point of which function? You get me? So based on here, I'm able to draw the sign diagram of my f double prime x. So what must I mark on the line? Those that make it 0. Am I right? That is S, Q, and T. Am I right? This is positive because I smile. Negative, positive, Negative, because the shape. So you have to look at what is given to you, then you talk. Am I right? Okay. So now after you have understand all this, you should be able to answer the question already. Let's go back to the question. Those online, you go back to your own question. Huh? Let's go back to the question. The question is talking about, okay, if you look at parts B, is it? I want you to mark point A where f prime x is positive. So that means it's all along those red tick. Am I right? Okay, that is one criteria. And also, f double prime x is greater than 0 means those red tick and is con what? Concave up. So concave up, that means this region, you can mark at any of this region or this region. Are you clear? That fulfill both. So you mark your A here, I will mark you correct. You mark your A here, I will mark you correct. But if you mark your A here, I will say all the best. Am I right? Because I want it strictly greater than 0. That's it. So there are multiple answers here. Depend on you. Which position you feel like marking it. Can you mark here? No. The reason is because over there, the f prime p is equal to 0. I want strictly greater than 0. You get me? So the rest, can I just leave it to you to that one? So I hope through the discussion of this question, the rest of the question you will be able to do better. If not, every question you have to come back to me one. I have that experience before already. So to do this part well, you really have to go and grab it by yourself. I'm trying my best already to explain. I'm trying to my best to ask you to look at which part already. I organize it very nicely already. Okay, so can I leave the rest to you to that one? You have to try. You don't try, you won't be able to get it. Okay. Okay. So there is someone texted me. It's from your group. 202 is from your group. You all got 1,000. Okay, it's about the practice 1 question 4. I don't know how to get the highlighted one. Okay, let's go to what in my practice. Question 4. Okay. Okay, still in practice 1, question 4. Yesterday we are talking about this point, correct? Yes. After we have discussed this, did you go back and prepare notes like that? Did you? Did you write down the inflection point here? Did you write down? Did you interpret inflection point? Did you? Did you? Did you? At x equal to ln A over B, y is what? Increasing at the greatest rate. Did you write down in your notes? And I also tell you that if you use your GC, you key in your Y1 as this. C and A can change, okay? You definitely cannot key in your Y1 as this C, okay? So then you key in your Y2 as and you plot, you sketch the graph of Y2, you will get a graph like that. Am I right? And this one is definitely is ln A over B. Am I right? Didn't I draw that? Okay. So I'm not going to do that for you. I have explained how to get the answer. So the fastest way is follow this. Don't use GC. Correct? Unless it's not this form, then any function given, if I want to find the coordinates x of the inflection point, I will draw the f prime x graph and find the x coordinate of the stationary point of the f prime x. So this is one fact that every one of us must remember, or you must write down in your notes. The x coordinate of the stationary point. This is not the first time I write, huh? Of y equal to f prime x is the x coordinate of the inflection point of y equal to fx. You see or not? You don't have all this relationship, you are going to fumble on this SAT, I'm telling you. Okay? I hope I've answered that person answer. I hope you know what is it all about. Someone texted me, so I answer. So you see, I prefer not to teach you how to solve that problem. I prefer to give you the general idea so that, okay, whenever you see this kind of problem, you can solve. Really, you have to change the style of your learning. Do you get me? So that's why the first part I asked you to sketch the graph. So this is practice 2. Question 4, part D. So you solve this. You have the graph y equal to fx. So this is y1. Then you draw another one, y2 equal to 1, 4, 0, 0, 0. So you find the point of intersection here, the answer. So this is called solved by graphical method. So it must be after what time? You go and find from your graphic calculator. This one you use GC. See or not? That is the purpose of using GC. Tom, are you there? Do you know how to use your GC to sketch the graph? Huh? Haven't tried yet. When are you going to try? Next, after the test, next Wednesday. Huh? When is your class for next Wednesday? What time is your class? 12 to? Yeah. So Tom, you are going to learn how to sketch the graph after 1